Welcome for those of you who are just accompanying us this morning. It is the Good Morning Uganda Friday edition. Now, when we speak about children, especially in this time of holidays, there is a lot that goes on as the kids break off from school. At times it can be chaotic, at times it can be interesting. And that is why there is need for support systems to be in place to help out manage and remove boredom or the chaos that comes within the holidays by or to the children. Because the children, to manage them, you need a network of people and support systems to help you out on this activity. You may not be able to do it alone. And that is why it is a prerequisite to ensure there is success with the children, especially during the holidays and specifically this long holiday of the festive season. And that is why today we are joined by Miss Namugaya Halima Ngobi, who is the Gender Minister at Ndejje University and aspiring speaker of the Uganda National Students Association and working with TiG Network Africa. Good morning, Ms. Namugaya.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me.
You can say hello to our viewers.
Hi, and hello everyone that is watching. Thank you so much for being with us this morning as we begin our weekend. If I may introduce myself again, my name is Namugaya Halima Ngobi. I serve as the 33rd Gender Minister at Ndejje University and also double as the guild representative to the Uganda National Students Association. I am also standing for the position of Speaker for the Uganda National Students Association, a body that combines all students post-primary. I am very honored to be here talking about children and support systems.
Okay, briefly tell me about the TiG Network Africa.
Yes, so TiG Network Africa is an organization that primarily concentrates on reviving the glory of family. Okay. We believe that the problems that we are facing in society and community today come back to our upbringing. We think when we tackle the root cause, or rather we go down to the grass level, that is the family, then we shall have better solutions to problems right now. Hence, children, I must say. We have different branches. We have branches that talk about children. That is Rafiki Voices. Then we have TiG Network Agenda. That is just perspective on community policy. Then also Vibrance for entertainment. So basically that's TiG Network.
When we talk about support systems, it encompasses a lot. Yeah. But before we dive into the details, can you explain to our viewers what exactly are support systems for the children?
Okay, I'm going to try and break it down to the simplest way. Yeah, so a support system is just, let's say it could be an individual, a group of people that help you, guide you, advise you, stand with you, or help you moving forward. In a nutshell, that is what a support system is. Okay. Yeah.
In children, what age bracket are we looking at?
Children is anyone, according to the Constitution also, people below 18 are children. Okay. So we are talking 17 and below. Okay. Yeah, those are children. So for that case, I think the best support system for them could be community, could be our parents, could be the teachers and all that. Exactly.
I was about to ask you the examples of support systems we have in Uganda.
Oh, yeah. So like I mentioned, parents are our #1 support system. I think because these are people that nurture us, it is important that they are fully supportive in everything that we do. But also because for the longest of time we stay in school, it is imperative that our teachers guide us in everything. So they also become our support system. Yes. Then, of course, community. Back in the day, children were not raised by one person. They were raised by community. So community is also a support system. I will mention the government is also a support system. And we have NGOs. and other organizations, not to mention TiG Network Africa. Yeah, those are all support systems.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why should we have support systems in place? Because one would wonder, you're talking about support systems. Is it even essential?
To begin with, I would say it is.
Okay.
Why? I want to take it back a little to when God was creating man. Very simple. The reason as to why God created Adam and after that created Eve, because everyone needs a support system. Support system may not necessarily mean I have to be there financially and everything, but it goes beyond that. I think it is important for everyone to have a support system because everyone at a certain point in time can break down. We think when someone is making decisions, they ought to at least consult from someone. The ability for you to talk to someone and they are able to guide you in the decisions you make makes it imperative for you to have a support system. It could be a friend, it could be a sister, someone you can talk to. And I will tell you that every time you have someone to talk to, it comes with a lot. Like it reduces things like loneliness.
You get relieved at times.
Exactly my point. And the stress, depression. Yeah, so it has a lot. But also, support systems can help you develop as a person. Yeah, if you have the right support system and your friends keep pushing you forward, your parents are very supportive, and the people you stay with, I think that then becomes developmental to you.
How can a child out there or a leader or a community member tell that this support system is nice or it is really favoring the child or it is positive? Because we may have a lot of support systems, but telling the difference between the positive ones and the authentic ones. How help out the viewer out there?
Yeah, so usually what happens, it is actually hard to tell. And every time you actually have someone standing in for you, it's also tricky that you will tell them, I am not comfortable with this decision and everything.
So but some of them stand in expecting something in return.
Not per se, but you see, I want to think that sometimes intentions are relative.
Okay.
Or things are relative. What you think is actually good for this person may not be something they are comfortable with. Okay. Or they are not, but it may not even be in bad faith or something like that. But what happens is that when you have, let's say, a decision to make or you have things to go about your life, the idea is have more than one person that you can consult. There you can understand. I want to believe we cannot be over 1,000 people in the room speaking the same language and it is entirely wrong for you or it is against you. That is why it is important to have, at least if you have more than one person, you can get, you may not necessarily see you may not necessarily identify that this is authentic from this one, but when you have different opinions from people, then you can make an informed decision. Because, and I think that brings us back to like children and nurturing. Our parents, I think, are the people that have the best interests at heart for us. If our parents and teachers are training us in a certain type of way, what that means is that they're going to help us, like, let's say, empower us, help us understand how to make informed decisions and everything. So there, when you go to the world and you are in position to, you're in position to, you know, make different decisions, it is easier for you. Yeah.
Okay, so in what ways can children be supported this holiday, especially in Uganda? You know, we have the Gen Zs and also the planned kids, and they have different narratives and perception of how their holidays should be.
Okay, first, I want to mention, yesterday I was engaging with some friend of mine. He's actually a vacist. And
senior 4, senior 6?
It's senior 6.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Senior 6 vacist. And they were telling me at their school, they always have holiday programs. Like the school makes sure every student has at least a 2 weeks training so that they can benefit in a way or two in regards to building their career. Okay. I want to bring that down to children. Every time our children are in holidays, one, they're going to engage with different kinds of children.
From different backgrounds.
Exactly, with different traits. And at the end of the day, you're going to find our children going back when they are very, very stubborn. And you never know the vices they get from different people.
Yeah.
So I think the best way to help these children understand and be supported is There are very many organizations. TiG Network, for instance, they organize programs during holidays.
I was going to ask you, do you have any programs available, especially during holidays for the children?
Yeah, surely.
Please point out some of them, because I need the viewer to be in the know of these programs.
Yeah, so we have a program that is actually about to run. Okay. It's called Code 21. It's for holiday makers. Particularly, it's about helping, like skilling, like teaching our children things to do with graphics, things to do with media, things to do with like indoor games like chess and everything. We think these activities and these camps help children not to be bored. I will tell you that it is a bad thing to be idle.
Yeah. It brings a lot of compromised thoughts and decisions.
Exactly. So to avoid all those challenges that come with someone being idle, organizations out there, not even on the TiG network, they are having holiday programs so that these children understand. They are better guided. They are taught skills, things that would actually help them be more creative and more, developmental.
Okay, I can see the Code 21 holiday discoveries. What age are you specifically focusing on?
We are focusing on the age from 8. Okay, I would say. Yeah, from 8 up to 17, like I said, 18, I would say. Yeah, so what we intend to have there is we are going to be having training for the chess. I actually personally just realized chess is an interesting game.
Really?
Yeah, it does improve on the thinking capacity and creativity of children. So it is imperative that if you have the chance, you
so there are even extra, recreation activities that go on in these programs. It's not all about how you must behave, the doctrines of this is how a disciplined child should be.
You will be surprised that the Gen Zs of nowadays I think naturally we get bored.
Yeah.
Easily.
And we tend to have a lot of screen time on our phones.
Exactly my point. So there is no way you're going to bring people like these children and not have something entertaining. So chess is actually something creative and developmental, but at the same time entertaining. So that is the beauty about it.
Okay, so are these programs funded?
The programs? The programs are...
Like the Code 21?
Not funded. However, there is a certain fee that they are supposed to pay.
The children or the parents?
Yeah, the parents.
Okay.
Because it's the parents that we reach out to.
Okay.
Yeah, they pay a certain fee, and yeah, the benefits are compelling, trust me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does someone reach out to TiG Network Africa in case they would love to involve their children in these programs?
Yeah, so we have our website, we have media platforms, TiG Network Africa on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and TikTok.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
All through it is TiG Network Africa with a K. Yeah, Africa with a K.
For inclusivity reasons, how do vulnerable children, those who feel are vulnerable, able to identify support networks, for example, those with anxiety, special needs?
Support systems and people that are vulnerable. I'm trying to look for a way.
For simpler language, exactly, you can take your time.
The way I can put it. One, I must say that we recognize the vulnerable groups, yeah? People that have anxiety, but also I must say people with disabilities and stuff like that. And like I said, it begins with, to me, I think it begins with self-love. We teach these people how to do self-branding. Self-branding and self-love go a long way. After that, you can recognize and appreciate people of your people in your same category, or people you can easily associate with and everything. When you spoke about vulnerable, I remembered that we just concluded the 16 days of activism and we were talking about gender-based violence. And of course, when we speak about gender-based violence, we're talking about the girl child and also the boy child that have been subjected to violence but do not speak up. So in these camps, we also talk to these people. We talk to children to understand their rights, and in case of anything, how do they then speak up? How do they reach out to the authorities? How do they get help? So to me, I think when someone is empowered in that way, they can also easily recognize their support systems. Because now you see, for those children that have a lot of anxiety, they may not necessarily talk to their peers, but because they are in a space where the trainers or their mentors are speaking to them about being comfortable within themselves, then I think it helps them better identify a support system.
Do you always engage communities and parents in fostering good relationships with the children that can help enhance the good support systems for the children, or it is only about the children? Those are the people you engage with.
Yeah, I think we cannot talk about support systems and not involve the parents.
Because you might need them just to pay, but you're not talking to them, because in family, that is where charity begins. If it is a bit toxic for the children, you might end up that kids will seek more of the support systems from outside their families.
Yeah, I understand. One thing you're going to also realize is that in the people that are going to be talking to these children is we have parents. We have parents that are going to talk. The reason as to why we may not exactly use their parents or talk to them directly, it's because the idea is to get something different from the outside world.
Oh, so at times they are used to these sentiments from the yelling at times for those parents who yell. So when you get, they get a view from other people,
a different
it sinks in their minds.
Definitely. That is what I want to believe. And it works, actually. Every time you have a new experience, it goes on differently.
Okay. Yeah. We are discussing issues of building support systems for children in holidays. And with me here is Miss Namgaya Halima Ngovi, Gender Minister Ndeje University and aspiring Speaker of Uganda National Students Association, working with TiG Network Africa. So for other companies or other NGO, because I believe TiG must be an NGO.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where is the location before I even pose the question I wanted to you?
We have branches. We have the main branch. The main branch is outside, like it's not in the country, but we are currently operating from the National Video Group. Okay. Yeah. They actually have a show that runs TiG Network Agenda. We usually do exclusives, and it runs on UBC Radio.
While you are handling these children, do you also incorporate prioritizing their well-being, or it's just the other activities? Now, like for the meals, it is none of your business.
I must say the reason as to why we are actually having this camp in the first place is because we care about these children.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, we do care about the children, and we think there's no way we can maintain people without minding about their well-being. Like the entire idea of support system comes down to physical well-being, mental well-being, and emotional well-being. So there's no way we are going to impact them with knowledge if they are not at their best when it comes to welfare. Yeah, so all those things will be done, and we think it will be impactful at the end of the day.
You know, you talked about the mental well-being of the kids, and something crossed my mind because, you know, in Uganda, I think it was 2 years back, or 3, the report was submitted that over 1.5 million Ugandans are not mentally okay. The staff who handle these children while in these programs, especially, let me be specific, for TiG Network Africa, do you first validate their mental statuses?
The mental status.
Because if a person is not really okay mentally, the chances of them handling these kids very well or positively are very minimal or impossible, because the negativity they'll bring to the kids will also impact the children.
Okay, you reminded me the other time I was having an interview with Dr. Nandu from Mengo Hospital, and we actually talked about the fact that we have different children. We have children that act in a certain type of way, and their parents cannot recognize that they have a mental issue when maybe they are overly aggressive and the like. So to me, I think it is important to first ascertain the mental well-being of children. So what happens before us going for the camp is that we verify things, like we get their medical documents for children, like we understand the state of every child. For those that we think we can handle, because we are going to also be having medical experts come through.
Oh.
Yes, because we think, just like I said, some parents may not know that their children have a problem.
Yeah,
until maybe certain specialists will be like, these symptoms are not normal.
For your age.
Exactly, for your age, yeah.
You're acting way lower than your age or way above your age.
Exactly my point. So we'll be having those people come through and they can ascertain. For those, like I said, before we actually allow like children to be part, we are going to have their like medical background and everything to understand the people we are dealing with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So for an ordinary parent out there who is watching me, who may not be in the CBD of Kampala, but in the rural areas, how can they build a support system for their children at home in case they have not come to TiG Network Africa?
One thing I can tell everyone watching is that before anything, when you recognize that someone has a challenge or is going through something, first understand them. First understand your children. Talk to them. Patience is very important, and I want to think communication is key. Because sometimes you're going to talk to someone or you're going to talk to your children and you're going to feel they are very aggressive, they have an attitude, but you do not know what is coming with
they
that.
They are answering back to the parents.
Exactly. And whilst someone will be like, this child is indisciplined and everything, you now come, I think for you to create a good support system for your child is first understanding why are they acting in a certain type of way.
And we normally skip that.
Exactly.
We focus on their reactions.
On the punishment.
Then what has triggered this?
Yeah. But it is important that we first recognize why is this person acting in a certain type of way. After we understand them, we give them patience. Support system is about understanding, advising and guiding. There's no way you're going to guide someone, be there for them, if you cannot understand where they are coming from. So to parents out there, even when you may not be in position to attend the TiG network camp or go for this, as a parent, get time and sit down with your children. Understand why they are acting in a certain type of way. Some children may actually be performing in a funny way because they have challenges that they don't talk about. But because sometimes our parents are too busy to ask, we may not speak up. But it is imperative or very important for our parents to sit down with us and understand what is going on with our children. After we do that, slowly, baby steps, I always call them, the children can open up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You've talked about parents sitting down with their children, but we have a lot of cases of absent mothers, absent fathers, and most of the nurturing is left to the house managers that commonly are known as maids. How can we help these unavailable parents to offer good support systems to the children?
Yes,
apart from the camps and also the programs that are available, of which some may not be able to afford them.
Yeah, I understand. Of course, the camps, to be honest, would be an option, especially for those that are not available when it comes to holidays. To me, I think that would actually be one of the biggest, you know. But again, if
you're not available, in most cases, you can afford the camps.
I want to think. Or even when it may not be, say, affordability, but it is opportunity cost. Yes, like you just have to do this because it is important. As a parent, you are supposed to be there for your child. In the event that you are not there, can you sacrifice? And I think parents can do that. Like off your busy schedule, you have to at least, I think it comes down to scheduling and planning. If the parents can at least schedule and be like, at least during the holidays, we're now going to the festive season. Sit down with your
We already actually in the festive season.
You cannot be having an excuse for your children from January to December.
I'm at work. I wake up at 4 and I come back late because of traffic. So,
And you're going to come back to an innocent child.
wow.
Yeah, it is important that we also put them.
TiG Network Africa, do you also deal with children who are dealing with trauma? Because some parents may be out there and already they've diagnosed that their kids are going through certain situations. Can you handle them at TiG Africa, Network Africa?
I want to say yes, we can, and this is why. The reason as to why we are putting up these skills and activities is because we recognize that different children go through different things. Even when a child has trauma, they will not speak up immediately.
True.
However, we have some, I would say, universal skills that can help you either cope up with what you are doing or learn to speak up. Like I said, we are going to be having trainings of self-love, people to appreciate themselves and easily speak up in case they need to talk to someone. But also, I think when you are given a certain skill that can help you go around the idle time and everything, it can easily help you deal with a little bit of the stress, a little bit of the depression. And if you are going through that trauma, I think we're going to be having counselors, because when we talk health management, we are going to talk mental health management. We are going to talk about the entire well-being of someone. So we will have counselors. We usually have programs for programs where facilitators come through and stuff like that. But beyond that, I think skilling is very, very important.
Okay. Where is the Code 1 program going to take place?
It's going to be at Tal Hotel in Rubaga.
Tal Cottages?
Tal Cottages,
oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah, it will be at Tal Cottages. It's going to run from the 14th to 19th of December.
That is Sunday?
Yeah.
This Sunday?
Yes.
Okay.
From 14th to the 19th of December. And yeah, basically that is it. We are going to be having a lot of activities. Like I mentioned, we are going to have videography. We are going to have photography. This is learning, meanwhile. Media, how to do with media. We're going to have robotics, very interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to learn things about robotics. We're going to learn about chess. We're going to have a senior chess trainer. Oh my God. It is something worth not missing.
Is there going to be anything to do with movies? Because personally, I'm an actress. I'm interested.
Nice one. I mean, when we talk photography, media, and everything with creatives in general, we'll have, of course, actors and actresses that will come through, generally about creatives.
Okay. Yeah. So in case someone cannot access you on your website, what is the number they can call up on to maybe make a reservation for their kids in regards to the Code 21 program of the TiG Network Africa that is aimed at building support systems for children in these holidays?
Yeah, in case you cannot get us on our media platforms, feel free to reach out to us on 0708 600 495.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've attended some speech days and I've seen the kids having rapport with themselves, but the parents, even when they notice that the other parent is the mother of my child's friend, is the mother of the friend to my child, and they're not interacting at all. They don't even go an extra mile to create some relationship with the other parent. Do you think it is vital for the parents also to come together and know each other, for the friends of their children to help in building support systems?
Yeah, I think it is imperative that the relationships of the parents does not in a way have any loggerheads, I would say, with the relationship of children. And I will say this for two reasons. One, I think as a parent, if you're looking at the well-being of your child, then you will want to understand the environment they are.
True.
Exactly, the environment they are living within. And that explains the upbringing of the other child. And how does that explain it? It is through the other parent. So you understanding or creating a good relationship with the other parent only means you're going to know your child is in safe hands. Yeah, then why do you not? Because time and again, our parents may not want us to associate with certain children or certain families for reasons I must say best known to themselves. But again, like I said, it is important to understand your child. If your child in a way wants to associate with this particular group of children, you will want to ask yourself, why is that happening? It may be a problem at home.
Yeah.
It may be a problem, like it may be comfortable for them. So how then do you address that? Okay. And to me, I think it is very, very important, because as parents, when you work together and groom your children together, then you can, you know, be developmental to them in the long run.
Okay, as we come to the end of this, the programs at TiG Network Africa continuous, or once the camp is done with, there are no other programs for the children?
We have very many programs as TiG Network Africa. As a matter of fact, aside the things that run throughout the year, this is why we thought we should do something for the holiday makers here, because we are very passionate about family. But beyond that, we have TiG Network Agenda. It is a show that usually happens. We give perspective about different things, family, children, everything that helps in reviving the glory of family. Also, for the children, we have Rafiki Voices that is now airing at U24. And I mean, it is a program for children that makes them understand their childhood and make them appreciate themselves easier. We also have TiG Vibrance. That one is about entertainment and Gen Zs. So as you can see, we try to encompass everyone. Yeah, we try to encompass everyone. So before the camp, we have other programs that keep running.
Earlier on, you told me you are not funded. I believe you could be having sponsors on board who are helping you out. Yeah,
we do. Just like any other NGO, we try to source for the funding. However, I want to say that it's usually not a constant.
Okay.
You get, yeah, because that is what NGOs are. For this particular camp, we are not having funding.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not having funding, but
that is why the parents need to pay a little fee.
Yeah, a little fee.
Okay. Remind the viewers of, for your closing remarks, remind them of where they can get this information, and those who want to join the camp of Code 21 holiday camp on where they can get this information.
Yeah, so again, this is TiG Network Africa. We are reviving the glory of family because we think it is very, very important. Do not forget, we are having the Code 21 holiday discoveries that are happening from the 14th to the 19th of December at Tal Cottages in Rubaga. There's going to be a lot of exciting activities, media, robotics, photography, videography, chess. Come and do not miss out. You're also going to be having a lot of creatives. For those that can reach out to us on media platforms, it is TiG Network Africa on the website, on TikTok, on Instagram, and also on YouTube. Then for those that cannot reach us on the media platforms, you can reach us on the number 0708 600 495. That is the number you can reach us. Please make sure the registration fee is only 150,000, and trust me, it is worth it.
150,000. Does it encompass meals and
exactly?
Wow.
Exactly. It's
for all the time. The kid from 14th to 19th.
Yeah.
It's only 150,000.
Only 150,000. I also want to make mention that it is not going to be. It's not going to be like full boarding, like accommodation, because as children, I think it is important that they always go back to their parents. So what we'll be doing is that we'll be having the kids for the entire day, then their parents will pick them during evening. I want to, again, clarify that it is from the age of 5 years to the age of 17 years. Yeah.
Okay, a strong support system is the bedrock of a child's health and development, equipping them with the skills and confidence to face life's complexities and succeed. Today, I had the privilege to host Ms. Namgaya Halima Ngobi, Gender Minister at JJ University and aspiring speaker of Uganda National Students Association, working with the TiG Network Africa. We were speaking matters building support systems for children in holidays. Good morning, Uganda.